Mar Vista's housing market is seeing an 80% increase in inventory since this time last year, my friends. If you are a buyer or seller or a homeowner that just wants to stay informed and ahead of the competition, you have come to the right place. Mar Vista's current inventory hasn't been this high since COVID times, and I'm sharing with you why and how you can still win as a seller and buyer in this 2024 housing market. Welcome back to the channel, my friends. I'm Eric Haas with Vista Sotheby's International Realty, and I'm here to assist in all things real estate on the west side of Los Angeles, whether you are buying, selling, or investing. I am ready right now to deliver what the numbers are transparently saying here in Mar Vista for the month of September and what you as a buyer or seller must know in order to win in this market. Now, if you are joining me for the first time, I've been in the biz for over 20 years, and I'm all about delivering the truth about our real estate market in Mar Vista and on the west side, so you as a buyer or seller can be completely prepared and ready to dominate the competition no matter what market we are facing. Now, before we jump into these housing trends and tips to win, please smash that subscription button, give the video a like, and drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you come across something you didn't know. Now, grab that pen and paper. We're jumping into it right now. Here we go, my friends, part 1 of 4. And we are getting into the number of active homes for sale, pending sales, and homes that sold in September. Now, while we had drop after drop after drop in supply from June through August, I was so shocked to see that a 25% rise in the number of homes for sale, especially considering that rates dropped last month, literally 50 basis points. Now, what is even more wild is the fact that our inventory is up 80% since this time last year, with current inventory really at 81. This is a number we haven't seen since our COVID days. Now, the overpricing trend is obviously back, with sellers just believing that, hey, reduction in the interest rates means buyers will be flooding back to the market to pay whatever I want as my asking price. Well, unfortunately, the opposite has occurred, finding more and more homes sitting on the market longer and conceding to heavy concessions once an accepted offer does eventually occur. Now, on top of that, as if that wasn't enough, right? I think commissions are starting to have an impact on this market. Now, with recent settlement with National Association of Realtors finding commissions due to buyers agents needing to be negotiated now and not just an automatic as they once were, it's finding buyers not in that purchasing power that they once had, and now they're having to consider not only buying the house for top price, but also pay the commission, if not all or part of it. Now, I don't know about you, but what are your thoughts on these commission changes that we've had recently? Now, despite inventory rising, there are a number of sellers who priced correctly or took enough price drops to get an accepted offer, finding the number of homes pending up 10% to 43. Now, price is the most critical component to your success as a seller right now in this market. Now, again, while inventory is piling up, deals are happening with a 25% upswing in the number of sold homes to 25. But buyers, you really got to listen up. This is really your time to get into the market and have the ability to have control of this, because we have not seen this type of market and this type of inventory since, again, as I mentioned, COVID 2022. Let's get into part 2 of 4 and have a look at the impact the median active, median pending, and median sold prices are having on buyers, sellers, and our Mar Vista market. Now, as the inventory has radically increased, as you saw from part 1, I was very pleased to see the median active price fortunately decreased, not by much, mind you, but by 1%, taking us from $2,225,000 down to $2,200,000. Now, a step in the right directions for sellers, but still quite a ways away to go before it starts benefiting our sellers. Now, going under contract into multiple offers, selling over the asking price, and as is in that case, is still in the cards, but it rests solely in how you price your home, and hopefully you're doing so with a pricing strategy. Now, just like the number of pending homes, Mar Vista's median pending price rose by 14% from $1,650,000 in August to $1,880,000 in September. Now, this increase further supports the transparent fact that priced correctly with a pricing strategy, my friends, that has intention, it will absolutely deliver the highest and best results for sellers in Mar Vista and all neighborhoods for that matter. Now, our median sold price, after not seeing any change from June through July, saw another drop by 5% from the $1,875,000 it was at in August to $1,770,000 now in September. Now, unfortunately, the 1% drop in the median active price won't be enough to see the median sold price back on the rise, while sellers continue to leave money on the table as well with this overpricing trend. Those buyers who are serious, this is you, if you're watching and thinking about getting back in the market, will reap the reward with no competing offers, the ability to negotiate about everything from credits to reductions to further reducing the price. I mean, what more can you ask for right now, buyers? I mean, this market will change as the rates continue to drop, but for the foreseeable future, it's all about you and whether you want to jump in. Now, question for sellers needs to be asking is, what side of the pricing game do you want to be on, the winning or the losing side? All right, my friends, part 3 of 4, and we are getting into the average days on market, what that means, and how the original price versus the sold price battle is ending for September. Now, with the median active price dropping ever so slightly, we actually surprisingly did see a significant 22% drop in the average days on market, taking us from 31 in August to 24 for September. Now, if you're thinking everything's getting back to normal with this average days on market drop, you got another thing coming. Quite a few of the homes that have sold in September actually sold off market, and they got a days on market of 0, which is going to have a major impact on our average days on market, as was clearly seen with this drop. Now, with 46% of the sold inventory taking at least one price reduction before going under contract, it doesn't make perfect sense why the average sold price versus the average original list price jumped from 95% to 101%. Now, that's a 6% jump considering, not much has changed in the positive way for sellers. Everything about this video thus far would have you thinking the opposite as well. But again, an increase in the number of homes selling over asking by 14%, some rather huge sales as well, has really offset that 6% difference from 1 month ago. Now, homes that were priced correctly and sold for the month of September in the first 3 weeks are actually ones that sold for an average of 103% of the original asking price. Again. All right, guys, let's get into the final segment, part 4 of 4, and we are jumping into the number of homes that sold above asking, at asking, and below asking. And homes selling over the asking price in September actually took a 10% tick up to 8 homes selling over the asking price. But, my friends, overpricing continues to dominate this market as our inventory remains extremely high, even with rate drops and a rise in homes selling over the asking price. Now, the number of homes that sold at asking had a nice 66% increase from 3 in August to 5 in September. But, folks, we got to remember from our last video that homes that sell at asking are typically doing so before they come on the market as off-market or pocket listings, and most of the time are new construction as well. And then finally, the number of sold homes selling below asking saw a 10% increase. This is not what we want to see, from 10 in August to 11 in September. Nothing significant, but you never want to see that number on the rise. And if you look closely, you will realize also that for the 3rd month in a row, we have been close to or at 50% of all homes that have sold did so below the asking price. This is something we do not want to see, my friends. Alrighty, guys, that is a wrap. And as you can see, the numbers don't lie, and understanding them is the difference between pricing with a pricing strategy and, well, unfortunately, winging it. Now, Mar Vista's housing market is a very interesting one, especially with the inventory remaining as high as it is. September alone saw 47 new listings come on the market. Now, if you aren't priced correctly, that's a lot of competition, and selling a home successfully in this market really revolves around one reason. It's not about those photos or the marketing or the social media or that virtual tour and agents network. Buyers are only buying for one attractive reason, my friends, and that's the price. If you are really serious about selling your home in Los Angeles first, I would love to hear from you, as I know I can deliver and exceed on your expectations and goals. And a very close second, this video clearly demonstrates that you have to understand that a pricing strategy is the key to unlocking all your real estate goals. Now, buyers, if you are on the sidelines still, I don't know how much more of an attractive market you can get. Rates are dropping, and as they drop even more, the market's going to get normal again, and the opportunities are going to start becoming more minimal once again as well. That multiple offer situation that you want to avoid is something you can do right now, and I would definitely take advantage of it. Now, it does matter who you hire, my friends, and feel free to comment below if there is ever anything I can do to help you. Please check out my free ultimate guide for buying to win and ultimate guide for selling to win in 2024 at my website, erichossgroup.com. And I will see you on the next video.